wanted to send you lots of love.
And tell you that we miss you and we're thinking about you and obviously praying for you and keeping you in our thoughts.
So we're supporting our GU for you because we love you so much and we wish you all the best and we send you lots of prayers and love. And I am still dead set on the fact that that tripod was already broken. Yeah. It's already broken. We love you, Phil.
We love you.
All right.
Bye.
Hey Phil, it's Steven. I was actually telling my students a story about you the other day. It was the winter of 2008 when that huge snowfall just crushed Spokane. I had a flight out to Portland. I didn't know what I was going to do. And then you swooped in like a superhero, drove me all the way to the airport in 3 feet of snow in your big pickup truck. Of course, when I was there, my flight ended up being canceled, so I sheepishly called you back, and without question, you still drove all the way to the airport, picked me up, and drove me back into Spokane. When I got back to my apartment that day, I gathered my friends and we said, look, if we're gonna be here for a while, let's just go get a drink. So we trudged through the snow all the way to Jack and Dan's. We walked in, and you know what the first thing we saw was? You, Phil, sitting right there with a big smile on your face, greeting us at the door. That's what I wanted to impart on my students with that story, those 2 great lessons that you taught me and so many others at Gonzaga. Always help people and always greet people with a smile. Always loved that about you, Phil. Just wanted to send you this message saying that we're all thinking about you, praying for you. We love you, and we hope you get better soon, and we hope to see you soon. Take care.
Hey Phil, it's Wiley. It's Friday afternoon. I'm just sitting here at home hanging out after a long week at work. I just wanted you to know that Alyssa and I are thinking about you and Diane and Matt and the boys, and you know we're just praying and thinking about you. And I just wanted to, thank you again for everything you've done for me. I wouldn't be here in Portland with a wonderful fiance and a great job without you. We're thinking about you. Hang in there.
Hey Phil, Lindsay Joy here. It's been way too long since I've gotten to see you, but I am back in Spokane now, so I'm hoping that means that I will get to see you soon. Until then, just know that I'm thinking about you and praying for you, and I just want to say I'm so thankful for all the things you do for GUTV and for me when I was there, and hopefully I'll get to see you back in the broadcasting building at some point pretty soon here, and then we can go across the street, have some drinks at nights, and it'll be great. But I can't wait to see you then, and just know I'm thinking about you. Until then, see you soon.
Greetings, Phil, from Boston, Massachusetts, all the way out here on the East Coast. As you can see, I'm not able to wear my GUTV shirt. It's now a quilt, benevolently created by my mother. But nonetheless, it's still here with me here in Boston. I hope you're well. I think when we consider the GUTV program and your contribution to it, often we think about the moments of saving grace that you provided for our shows. There are too many to recount in terms of saving us right before airtime and taking care of our problems. And let me tell you, I still remember the conversation we had about taking a camera to Africa and how bad of an idea that actually is based on the sand and grime that or accompany, I should say, a trip like that. But I want to bring the attention to kind of the real ways that I think you impacted all of us and definitely me. It wasn't just teaching us the technical knowledge or saving us from our own exploits in the broadcasting world. First and foremost, you taught us how to listen to a story. You taught us how to sit and enjoy something that someone else is sharing with you. And that's what I truly remember about my time at the GUTV office and building, were those conversations, sitting down in that chair, and just leaning back and being honest about how things were going. And I think you really engender a certain way of being in those conversations, and that is something that I still carry with me now. I'm not actively in broadcasting or those kind of fields, but I am working to take narrative and storytelling into working with those that are marginalized, whether it's those in prisons, those in shelters, here at Boston College in a master's program here. So I still carry that, and I think it has been kind of an indelible mark that's been left on me, something that I sometimes can overlook, but I think the very presence that you had at GUTV has given me the skills and the inspiration to continue the work that I do. Storytelling is so pivotal to the way I consider the world and the way I consider relationships. And I think I learned a lot of that from you, and from spending those moments and sometimes hours in your office having those conversations. So I hope that makes sense. Hopefully that rings true for a lot of people. That's something that I will always treasure about that time and still carry with me today. And I think that's the point that I'd like to make overall, is that you're not just in Spokane, you're in Chicago, you're in Texas, you're in Salt Lake City, and you're here in Boston, because we've carried what you've given us, as a friend, as a mentor, and we keep enacting those lessons that we learned from you throughout the work that we do, whether it is broadcasting or not. So I hope that resonates with a lot of other people, and that's apparent through all of these videos. I just want to say at the end that we love you, and we're very grateful for having known you and for receiving the lessons. We'll always be indebted to you for that, and that we're all thinking about you now, whether we are across the country or in Spokane itself. So it would be great to obviously sit with you again. For now, the video will have to suffice, but at the end of it all, I would like to say thank you, truly, thank you.
Hey Phil, it's Ian. Just want to say I'm having a little Diet Pepsi in your honor tonight. I know it's not Diet Coke, but it's the closest thing I can find. I hope you're having a good night. We're thinking about you, everyone that you've ever touched is thinking about you. We're praying for you. We're following along with your story, and we're really sad we can't be there in person, but we're definitely there in spirit. I hope you have a great day, a great night, and a great week, and looking forward to seeing you really soon. Love you, Phil.